Alright guys, what's going on? Figured I'd make this video today, talk to everybody, and let you know about my diet, supplements that I take, any medications, what I do for recovery. I feel like I got a bunch of good advice out here that I can give you. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As far as foods go, I stay away pretty much from anything fried. I don't eat any fried foods at all. I don't go to restaurants. If I do go to a restaurant, I would do like Texas Roadhouse, Hoss's, anything with steak, potatoes. Pretty much the best way to go in your workout journey, if you really want to, perform at your best, you're going to have to eat, a majority of the time, you're going to have to eat homemade meals. Like I said, I cut out all that shit years ago, and it was the best thing that I've done. I feel great. I barely get winded. I'm able to perform and just, do these high intense workouts. My son's 17, and sometimes, he gasses out before me, so I guess that's saying a lot about my diet. He likes to snack every now and then, being young, and that's cool. Eventually he'll change his diet too once he starts to, take this a little more serious. But, we all go through that. When I was younger, I dabbled in all of that. I ate the fried foods, I ate the sugar. I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how I even gained the knowledge that I have now about nutrition and recovery or anything like that. So what happened is 5 years ago, I was overweight. I was depressed. I didn't like what I seen in the mirror, and unfortunately my diet played a big role in all of that. I developed pain in my jaw area, a bunch of inflammation. I went to the doctors. They couldn't figure out what it was. We had MRIs done. They kept trying to say it was TMJ. Maybe I grinded my teeth at night when I sleep or clenched my jaw. All these things, and it costed me a lot of money. I had a lot of trips to the dentist. I took a trip to Pittsburgh. I was that desperate because I was in pain. The inflammation, it was at its worst. I was in so much pain that I wanted to commit suicide. I used to wake up every morning in pain, and I was strong for the most part, but then just after a while, and after going to the hospitals and doctor after doctor looking for first, second, third opinions, it was leading me nowhere. Everybody, basically came to the conclusion that they couldn't help me anymore. They didn't know what to do, what to tell me. And I actually was told that by a doctor over here where I live at, which I was in the worst pain ever. I called him up. I told him, look, the medication you gave me, it's not helping me. And pretty much they were like, well, we can't help you anymore. And that hurt when they said that, because when they said that, I was ready to kill myself. I was just, I needed help and I didn't receive it. So let's get to the point here. So what I started doing is I started seeking knowledge myself. So I spent a lot of time searching the internet, a lot of time trying to gather up as much information as I can. I took notes. I became all about nutrition. I pretty much studied this shit like I was going to school for it. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot of information, and that's why I'm able to share this with you today. And I'm hoping that, anybody out there dealing with inflammation or wanting to know how to go about their diet when you're exercising, maybe I can help you. So before my exercise journey began, that's what was going on, was the pain, all that bullshit that I was dealing with. So it was either I kill myself or I fight the hardest that I've ever fought in my life. So that's what I did. I decided to fight. I decided, I got one more thing I can try, and that's just fight as hard as I can, gain all the knowledge that I can, and put all my time and effort into figuring this out myself. I didn't figure it out completely, but I will say that changing my diet played a big role in me not experiencing as much pain as I did. So anybody out there, dealing with inflammation or going through pain every day, then, this might help you. So I had to change my diet. Once I cut out the sugar, you know, I found out through the internet, sugar causes inflammation, keeps inflammation in the body. If you're somebody dealing with arthritis issues, and you eat sugar, you know, sugar can cause a flare-up and inflammation in your arthritis. Wait a minute, guys. Sorry about the noise in the background there. But anyways, back into the topic. Yeah, the sugar, it can cause inflammation, flare-ups in the arthritis, and you know, I think that's what was going on. Maybe I had some type of injury in my past that caused arthritis, you know, and it creeps up on you over the years, and I believe that my diet played a role in causing that inflammation. So, you know, other foods to stay away from that cause inflammation will be dairy products. You know, milk is no good, causes inflammation. You know, so stay away. Like ice cream, loaded with sugar. Not only will you get fat, you're gonna have a shitload of inflammation to deal with. And when you start to take your life serious, like I did, I had no choice. I had to. I have kids. I'm not gonna give up. I'm a fighter. I'll always fight no matter what happens. So, you know, I had to take this into my own hands and figure it out. So that's what I did. And changing the diet, that's one thing I recommend. You guys out here, if you want to perform and do these exercises and everything, then that's what you got to do. So that's what got me started anyways. And then, you know, I started taking working out serious. I started eating better. I stopped drinking any type of soda. I stayed away from alcohol because alcohol causes inflammation. You know, unfortunately, all the things in life that a lot of people enjoy doing or eating. And that it's very hard to put that to the side. It's very hard to stay away from that. I wasn't always faithful to my diet. I did, you know, slip up a lot, and I would go and enjoy these foods, enjoy some ice cream, snacks every now and then. But you know, when you want to live more than you want to taste something that tastes good, when you're living for the taste, you know, you're not going to live long. If you live for the taste and you like the sweet things and the sugar and the comfortable things in life, then unfortunately, you're going to be dealing with weight gain. You're going to be dealing with depression, a lot of things like that, you know. If you watch my video, I have a short on YouTube, pretty much shows about it's not that long, I would say 20 seconds maybe, clip of when I did have weight on me and my transformation and how I became fit. This was around the time the jaw pain developed, was on the first picture you're gonna see. And I have a cup in my hand, and in that cup, you know, was alcohol. I like to party, I like to drink, you know, the normal thing that everybody at that age like to do. So, you know, unfortunately, it played a big role. It caused me to gain weight. I was depressed and dealing with the inflammation, and, you know, it got to the point I was ready to kill myself. So the thing is, I'm here today. As you can see, I didn't do it. I didn't kill myself. And, you know, I believe God has a big part of my life to do with that. You know, I prayed every night, but I believe that God led me to want to seek and find the knowledge on my own to help myself. And, you know, that's what I did. So anyways, I stayed away from that. I don't drink soda. My diet today, first thing in the morning when I wake up, what I do is I'll eat, well, not first thing in the morning, excuse me. Let me fix this for you here. When I wake up in the morning, I stretch out. Right after stretching out, I'll eat a banana, maybe two, 1 spoon of peanut butter. That's my pre-workout. That's what I do before every workout. That right there keeps me not so full to where, but full enough to where I'm able to perform and, you know, execute the exercise that I want to do that day, and with the intensity that I want to do it at. So yeah, I do that, and as soon as I'm done working out, I say I wait maybe an hour, and I'll have a protein shake. Now, a lot of people out there, they don't believe in taking protein shakes. They believe it has a lot of, you know, pesticides, whatever, because of being sprayed, you know, whatever the situation is there. But my experience with the protein I take, I tried to stay off the protein, but doing these intensity workouts the way I was doing, I wasn't recovering fast enough to be able to perform them every day. So the protein I take is, it's a pea and quinoa. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a pea and quinoa protein. And, you know, it has a lot of recovery in it. I'm not going to say the name of the protein because I'm not about to advertise anything for free for, you know, anybody I'm not invested in. But anyways, that's what I do. I take the protein drink. I'll drink the protein about an hour after my workout, and I'll boil about 3 to 4 eggs, depending on the intensity of my workouts. I do drink Gatorade. It's about the only juice I will drink. Yeah, the specific Gatorade I drink is, I think it's called a Gator Light. No sugar. You know, I do it for the electrolytes, especially after a high rep workout or burpees. If I'm just sweating, I want to replace my electrolytes. And you know, the sodium that is in those drinks help you actually recover. I believe it was a person named Truett Haynes. I know that you guys are, you know, most of you guys are probably familiar with him if you're into this whole exercise journey, you know, working out, have a journey of your own, and you've been keeping up with people on YouTube. Well, Truett Haynes is pretty known. He attempted the world record, pull-up record, and in my eyes, you know, he holds that record because I watched him do it, and he performed and executed his reps good, you know, but that's another story. Point is, he mentioned in one of his workout videos that he talked to someone, I guess they were, you know, a doctor, I'm not sure who it was, but they told him that you need about, I think he said 500 milligrams of sodium per hour in high intense workouts. I'm not sure if that's true, so don't hold me to that. I'm just basically speaking on, you know, what I heard. But so that's when I started drinking the Gatorade. I was like, you know what, let me just drink a Gatorade. You know, the Gatorade I get probably has about 400 milligrams of sodium. So, you know, I do that, and it helps you recover faster, helps your muscles keep from cramping up. You need sodium if you're sweating, you know, if you're sweating out here. The workouts we do, we sweat a lot. So yeah, as far as the drinks, that's what I do. It's just water and 1 Gatorade. I don't drink nothing else. It's just water all day long after that. I don't drink soda, alcohol. I probably said that already. Those are the things to stay away from. I got some notes here to help me out. As far as supplements go, a lot of people try to stay away from supplements, which, you know, to each their own. I followed along with Iron Wolf. Yeah, you know, I'm sure a lot of people know him by now. He's, you know, does a lot of burpees, high intense workouts. So, you know, I heard him mention about magnesium, and I think he mentioned fish oil pills, you know, things like that for muscle recovery during these high intense workouts. So I started taking the fish oil pill to get the omega-3 fatty acids in me. As far as the magnesium, I started taking that. It's supposed to help with muscle and joint recovery. You know, so I take a magnesium supplement, about 400 milligrams, I would say. As far as whether it works or not, I haven't had any issues with recovery. I do develop tendinitis every now and then, but you know, that's normal with these high rep workouts that we do. Let me see here. Now, how to deal with the tendinitis, what I do is something that I've seen in a video, and it's an 8-pound dumbbell. I use an 8-pound dumbbell. I started off with a 5-pound dumbbell. My forearms got strong enough to the point where the 5 pounds was too light for me. So what I do is the exercise consists of you having a dumbbell in your hand, and then you're supposed to raise the dumbbell and let it fall while you're resisting the weight with your hand. And I do that for I'm up to about 10, 11, pretty much reps of that, I guess is what you would call it. So that's what I'm up to now, and I'll do that this way. Perform the exercise where you lift the weight, drop it, control it, resisting it on the way down, pull it back up. You don't want to sit there and pull it up like this using your strength. You want to help it with your other hand, pull it up, resist it on the way down. Supposedly that controls your tendinitis. It's been working for me. There's days that my tendinitis would be really bad, and I'll do that exercise at night, and then I'll wake up the next day and I can perform again. So, you know, I think that's a really good tip, because a lot of people out there doing these exercises, you're going to experience a lot of tendinitis. So that's what I do. I use that exercise there. I have ice packs. I'll use an ice pack that can wrap around the brachialis part of my arm, the front here right on top of my arm, the muscle right here. I'm not sure what that's called, but that's where the issues there are a lot for me. But I'm pretty sure the brachialis muscle goes down into that. So, you know, The ice pack works wonders too. I'll wrap an ice pack around there. I'll leave it there for about 10-15 minutes. If it's really bad after that, I'll let it cool down. I'll let my body temperature return to normal, and I'll heat up a heat wrap. I'll put that on there for about 5 to 10 minutes. You know, so those things in combination seem to help me a lot. So if you're dealing with that, that's what you want to do. Let's see here. As far as recovery, after every workout, I come home and get a shower, as you should. I take a very hot shower and let it hit my muscles, let it relax, you know, the tightness. And then I always finish off in cold water, as cold as I can get it. And I'll stay in the cold water for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes, whatever, you know, I feel is good enough for me to bring down the inflammation that I just caused in my body. As far as that goes, I don't jump in the shower right away, due to the fact that you know, there's science out there that says you wouldn't build muscle if you know, expose yourself to cold water or ice baths right after a workout, because the inflammation actually helps you grow in size. This is what they're saying. Don't hold me on this either. But you know, I started doing that to where I would wait at least an hour, hour and a half, you know, depending on whether or not I have to be somewhere. So that's what I do. Excuse me guys, we got this truck coming down again. Give me a minute. So yeah guys, that's what I do anyways with the cold shower. I recommend it. At first it's very intense. It's hard to do. I had to start off, you know, I suggest starting off at a decent temperature that you can handle, and slowly build your tolerance up over time, and deal with this cold water exposure. Like, it works wonders. Not only does it, you know, bring down inflammation, it loosens you up, it wakes you up, it keeps your skin nice and tight. You know, you don't want to have wrinkles and look old. You know, there's a lot of benefits that come with it. You're able to sleep better at night. You feel more energized. So I highly recommend that. I do it every single day. Every single day after my shower, I finish off in cold water, 3 to 5 minutes. If you're really serious, you'll do things like this. Now, you know, for the more advanced people who's used to the cold exposure, I used to do this, and it's the ice baths. I used to do this last year. I'm building myself back up to that. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm gonna get there, guys. You know, because I take this serious. The colder, the better. But like I said, you want to start off at a temperature you can handle. You don't want to go ahead and jump into an ice bath right away. So what I suggest doing is what I do, and that's at times where I feel very sore, I will just fill my bathtub up with cold water, as cold as I can get it. And when that's ready, I'll get in there, and that's what I've been doing lately. And you know, my tolerance isn't ready for the ice yet. I'll know when that time comes, because I'll stop shivering, and you know, that's just how it is. You gotta listen to your body. But as far as, you know, items that I use for recovery, I have foam rollers. I foam roll my back every morning, first thing in the morning. I like to put it up against the wall and just, you know, roll back and forth, find any tight muscle spots. And if you find a tight spot, like a muscle knot there, you want to hold the foam roller right in that spot and press against it with a little bit of pressure. The longer you hold it, the better, you know, until you feel the pain starts to go away. That works wonders too. You know, doing a lot of pull-ups like we do, it causes your back to be tight. It causes your lats to be tight. And you know, sometimes it's so tight to where it's hard to breathe. But that's where these cold showers and the foam rollers come in handy. I also do use a massage gun. I use a massage gun pretty much every day. I hit the traps, I'll hit the shoulders, biceps, triceps, you know, the brachialis area there, the forearm, pretty much anywhere that I feel needs loosened up. Doing these workouts, you get real tight. If you're not doing any type of stretching or, you know, using these items, you're going to be very tight. You're probably not going to be able to perform the next day, and it's going to take away from your journey. You're going to have to rest a lot longer. But these are simple things that you can do to get to it every day. And that's what I do. So like I said, you guys don't see what happens off camera, so I figured I'd make this video, try to help people out there. Try to help you, you know, become the best version of yourself. That's what I'm all about, positivity. Like I said before, no negativity. I'm just trying to help people. I was never like this before. I used to be the type of person to stay to myself and be like, you know, to each their own. Whatever happens to them, happens to them. Nobody cares what happens to me. That was the mindset I had, but I'm a whole different person. And, you know, being that I went through some things in my life, I figured it was time to step up and try to help out as many people as I can. And, you know, I hope that I do help somebody. So that's what I suggest doing, guys. You know, as far as the nutrition and recovery, that's what I do. It might not work for everybody, but trust me, I feel like this is a lot of good advice, and I feel like it's going to help somebody out there. I work out every day. I put this to the test. You can look at my videos. You can see me performing and getting it in. So, you know, I'm not bullshitting you guys. I do what works. Most importantly, I listen to my body. And so, yeah, I pretty much put this to the test, so I know what I'm talking about. Now, as far as deload days, excuse me. Sorry about that. But as far as deload days go, I do take them days, and what I consider a deload day is when I'm not performing the exercise with high intensity. I'm keeping the rep ranges a little lower than usual. Being the fact that I myself can't take rest days because of my mentality, that's what I do. A rest day to me is a deload day, where I would only do probably 100 reps of each exercise. For some people that might be high still, but I built my level up to where I can go even higher. So to me, that's pretty low. So listen to your body, pick a number that's suitable for you if you do want to attempt working out every day. But also, I do recommend taking these deload days on the days that you feel, you know, beat down from the workout previous to the day, you know, that you're feeling like that. But yeah, guys, so, you know, that's everything for today. That I just wrote a couple notes down. I figured I'd touch base with you, you know, help you as much as I can as far as the diet and nutrition. Let you know that. I'll try to dig in a little deeper here with my diet, maybe. Let's see. So, yeah, I only eat 2 meals a day. The first meal that I eat is oatmeal. So I'll eat oatmeal, 1 spoon of peanut butter, and 1 to 2 bananas inside of the oatmeal. Now, this is after my workout. So I eat about 2 to 3 bananas a day. The reason being is, you know, I heard that it helps with muscle cramps, and, you know, it helps me. So that's why I do it. The potassium in it, something's playing a role in helping me recover. So yeah, I do that. That's my first meal. The second meal that I eat is always a home cooked meal. Anywhere from chicken, beef. I do eat beef. A lot of people in the fitness, you know, industry try to stay away from that, I guess, unless you're a bodybuilder. But me, I'm a very picky eater, guys. So for me to eat half the things I see people out there eating, all the greens and everything, I've been picky since I was a child. And it's not only the pickiness, I do try to discipline myself and eat the greens and eat these nasty looking meals that everybody's eating, but I can't do it. I tried, you know, so now I do what works for me. And what works for me is, you know, I eat beef. As far as hamburger, yes, I eat hamburger. I eat chicken, I said that. Rice, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. I grew up in Harrisburg, and my family down there are all Puerto Rican. And if you're familiar with, you know, the Spanish people at all, then you know that the food is very delicious. It's very hard to stay away from that kind of food. So, you know, to me, I feel like it's a pretty healthy meal for the most part, though. It'll be rice and beans and then, you know, chicken. Or you can have rice and beans and steak. It's just very tasty. It's good. I like it. I work out hard. I know I'm going to burn off any extra calories that I put on, so that doesn't really bother me. But, yeah, I learned that, you know, when I did dabble and go to, you know, Dairy Queen or McDonald's, anything with the fried foods and the ice cream, I did notice a big difference in my workouts. I would be very sluggish. I wouldn't be feeling it that day. Some days I wouldn't even work out because I felt so sick from these foods that I put in my body. But, you know, I'm trying to be the best version of myself possible. So that's what I call discipline, is staying away from these foods. So, you know, you got to fight, guys. You know, like, especially if you're dealing with any inflammation, or if you're dealing with any problems, or if you want to just even, you know, take yourself to the next level in your fitness career, your fitness area here, you know, where you want to just get better, you want to get stronger, you want to perform like a beast, you want to get it in, and you're tired of gassing out and being winded, then, you know, you really got to take this serious, clean up your diet, and, you know, just be disciplined every single day, guys. That's all there is to it. Stay away from the soda, stay away from the processed foods. Processed foods are loaded with sodium. Anything processed pretty much comes in a package, a box, Hungry Man's, you know, whatever, you name it, anything in a box is pretty much packed with sodium. So look at the back of your food packages, guys, you know, and see what you're actually consuming, what you're putting into your body, because it makes a big difference. If you're somebody who deals with inflammation and you eat processed foods, then you're probably in a lot of pain right now. And from my experience, as far as nutrition goes and the diet, the doctors didn't really get fully into detail about any of that with me. I go there, they want to push off medications on you, and, you know, they try to fix you with that. I guess it's the whole pharmaceutical industry thing. You know, everybody wants to keep making money. But as far as, you know, if you want to take this serious, I'm giving you good advice here. So listen to me and, you know, do your best to discipline yourself and stay away from these foods that's actually causing harm. We live in this world, guys, you know, like, if you go into any store around here, as soon as you walk into the store, what you're going to see at the front of the store is all the sugar. They do that to attract you to it. Not only on your way in, but especially at the registers on your way out. You go to leave the store, you look to the left or to the right, you got rows of chocolate, candy, you know, and a bunch of shit like that. And that they do that on purpose. They want to draw your attention to this. They want you to eat that shit. That's what keeps you sick. That's what keeps the doctors making money. It's a sad thing, you know, unfortunately, it is the way it is. So anybody listen to this, listen up and stay away from all of that shit. Stay away from it, open your eyes and see what's really going on in the world. See what they're really doing to us, y'all. Like I said, I don't drink milk at all. I don't drink almond milk either. I did used to drink the almond milk, but I quit doing that. You know, I'm a person who dealt with a lot of sinus issues, my allergies. I'm pretty much allergic to anything out here. So yeah, that made it worse. Dairy definitely made it worse. Sinus congestion, you know, a bunch of that shit. So as soon as I cut that out of my diet, now I don't deal with that nowhere near as bad as I was. And the inflammation isn't as bad as it used to be. As you see, I'm out here grinding every day and I'm not stopping. I'm ready to take it to the new level. So, you know, listen to this video, guys, share it, give it to somebody who might need this type of information. I'm trying to do good things out here. I'm trying to help people. That's all I got for today, guys. I figured I'd bring you a video like this. Hopefully it helps. God bless all of you.